everybody, it's time for piano. Right. Hey, thanks for joining me. It is Monday, so it's time to practice. So I'm really happy that you were able to join me today for practice with me. We will be going over the children's songs for lesson 13 of the piano lesson series, and also the adults and teens songs that we had learned from last Saturday. So thanks for joining me. Yeah, I think we could pretty much just dive in, right? Just a couple reminders. Share this video, just let everybody know that you're going to be practicing piano with me live today. The other thing is subscribe on YouTube. I've got this little thing here. Woohoo! I'm getting fancy. Go ahead and subscribe on YouTube. You can search Izzy Chia and find my entire channel. You can also put a request in to join my private group. It's called Encore Music Makers. I'd love to have you. That way you get that one-on-one feedback, okay? Also, the last thing is I am on Patreon, okay? So if you find that these lessons have been super helpful for you and you want to help support me, I am accepting donations through Patreon. I put the web address this time instead of just my username, so that way it's easier to find. It's patreon.com/IzzyChia, okay? Let's practice, okay? Let's get to work. All right, so kids, if you're online, you can say hi. Go ahead and pull out your lesson books, okay? We are going to practice our songs. If you can recall from last Friday's lesson, we had decided to keep the donkey. So we're going to practice a little bit more on this one today, as well as looking at position G, right? Because we had learned the new position last Friday, okay? So go ahead and turn to page 31 in your book, the donkey. Okay, so let's get to work on this one, okay? Since this is the second week of practice for the donkey, I want to focus on sort of higher level things that make the song special, rather than focusing mainly on notes, because at this point in your lesson for the second week, we should be having our notes under our fingers pretty well by now, okay? So let's focus on things like dynamics, slurs, and holding out our notes for the proper value, right? So if it's a dotted half note, hold it out for 3 whole beats. If it's a quarter note, just make it 1 beat. If you have rests, a quarter rest, make sure it's nice and quiet, right? So all those things that make a song special are the things that we're going to work on today, okay? So let's go through the donkey. Hi, Aubrey. Hi, Hannah. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad that y'all are on. It makes it so much more exciting when I have people watching. So, okay, pull out your donkey, everybody. Turn to page 31, okay? Remember, I'm going to play it through, and you try to play it through as best as you can with me. We're going to focus on dynamics, slurring, and making sure our notes are held out, okay? Let's do it. All right, so this one's in C position. Go ahead and find your C position. You're going to have your right hand thumb on middle C and your left hand thumb on G below middle C, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and play. I'm going to count off, and let's do it together. Okay, 1, 2, ready, play. Let's repeat it nice and quiet. Was that okay? It was funny, wasn't it? When you really take those dynamics and you really like focus on what the story is with this donkey, you can really tell a good story, right? You know that when he comes in with that hee-haw and he is hungry, right? Because it says on the second line, if you do not feed him, this is what he says, right? And then he just does these loud hee-haws. It's perfect, right? If you really think about those dynamics, right? Starting the song, piano, shh. And then that last line, forte, hee-haw, 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 hee-haw. He could be like a donkey opera singer or something silly like that. Let's see if we can really do that once more, okay? I really want to work on those dynamics, okay? We're just going to play it one time through, though, okay? All right. Oh, I'm so happy you guys are watching. All right. Let's get into C position, okay? Right hand thumb on middle C. Left hand thumb on G below middle C. All right, you ready? 1, 2, ready, play. Loud. That is so wonderful. You guys have done so great. Yes, I really feel like when we play through the donkey for check mark on Friday, it's going to be amazing. But I really feel like we should encourage ourselves a little bit more to get some good practice in this week, okay? Now, I learned a very special cheer over the weekend from one of our students named Aubrey, and she calls it the wiggly worm. So Aubrey, this one's for you, okay? Here's the wiggly worm. Keep those arms right next to your body, right? Because worms don't have arms, do they? And we're gonna just wiggle, 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 wiggle. So for our cheer, there you go, wiggly worm. Try it out. All right, so that's the wiggly worm. Did I do a good job, Aubrey? Give me a thumbs up if I did okay. Yeah, okay, great. Well, there you go. You did some really good practice there on that donkey, okay? Let's see if we can turn the page and keep that energy up on our position G, right? Because position G is that tricky one, right? Where we have to actually move our fingers. Isn't that crazy? All right, let's turn that page. Open your book to 32. 32, okay? Playing in G position, and then there's our song, position G. All right, excellent. All right, so here we are. For playing in G position, we have to sort of find our spot, right? We can't just play this new song on whatever notes we want. We have to find out where we go, okay? So, first things first, put your hands in C position, because you know that one, right? So let's put them in C position, okay? I have my right hand thumb on C, middle C, and I have my left hand thumb on G below middle C, okay? This is C position, right? Not G position. Let's see if we can find G position now, okay? Look down at your hands. Your right hand finger 5 pinky is on G. There it is. I need you to put your right hand finger 1 thumb on there now. Okay, so do a little switcheroo. Ooh. And then fan out your fingers. Okay? Now, let's see what's happening with your left hand. Okay? Look at your left hand, finger 1, thumb on G. There it is. Now, look at your pinky finger, 5 left hand. And I want you to put it where your left hand thumb is right now, on that G below middle C. And then fan out your fingers. Ooh. Oh yeah. There you go. Oh wait a second. Don't listen to me. That left hand position is wrong. Let me tell you why. Because that's a different G position. Oh, I just confused you guys. Okay, put your left hand back where it is in C position. Put it back at regular C position, okay? I was thinking of the adult's book. That's a different position. Okay, it's in C position, right? You have your thumb left hand on G below middle C. That was a big mistake that I made. We're learning it together, right? Now, look at your left hand thumb, okay? Finger 1. You're going to put it where your left hand finger 4 is right now, okay? That's your D. Go ahead and put your left hand thumb on that D, okay? And then you're going to fan it down, okay? I hope everybody's with me there. I gave you the wrong instructions there for the left hand, okay? If it's confusing, I will go over it again in the private group with a very short 1-minute video, okay? All right, so if you're in position, that is your new G position, okay? You have some interesting stuff going on in your song, okay? In position G, you have the right hand starting the song, okay? It's starting with the finger 1. So I'm going to play through the top line, and I'm going to say my finger numbers, okay? Listen carefully if you need to, all right? I'm going to count off, okay? All right. 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now it's the left hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there it is. Now, you'll have to forgive me for that mistake. Finding G position is important because we're going to have some songs coming up here in like the next, probably the next 2 or 3 songs here. They're going to be in G position, right? And we're going to have to be able to find those spots, okay? I'm going to drop an additional short video in the private group talking about how to find G position for extra review if you need it, okay? Because I gave not so great instructions there. Let's see if we can play through position G once more. I think that we're probably going to build a cupcake on the left-hand line because that's the one that's like a little bit harder than everything else, okay? Let's find our G position again, okay? Now, I have my right hand finger 1 thumb on G above middle C. So find your G above middle C and put your right hand thumb. Okay? Now, left hand instructions. Remember, I messed up on these. You're going to find your G below middle C, and that's your regular C position. Okay? Now find where your finger 4 left hand is, your ring finger, and you're going to put your left hand finger 1 thumb on that note, the D, okay? And then you're going to fan out your fingers, okay? Everybody with me? Yes? Okay, let's play through position G again, and then on the second line, the left-hand line, I think we're going to build ourselves a cupcake on that line. Okay? Let's do it. All right, I'm going to count off. 1, 2, ready, play. G, A, B, C, D, C, B, A, G, A, B, C, back down to B, A, G. Very good. Now let's do the left hand. G, cupcake, okay? I don't know, do you have any ideas for cupcake flavors? Maybe write it in the comments and then we can use those flavors, okay? I'm kind of in the mood for strawberry or like red velvet or something like really, really yummy, right? So like maybe let's do a red velvet cupcake, okay? So we've got the cupcake, red velvet. We've got, oh, what about like cream cheese frosting? That's the best. Oh my gosh. And let's do some chocolate sprinkles. Eee, that sounds so yummy. And then, let's see, what can we put on top? What about like a chocolate covered strawberry or a chocolate covered cherry? How does that sound? Those 4 things, right? You've got your red velvet cupcake, cream cheese frosting, chocolate sprinkles, and a chocolate covered cherry. Oh, that sounds so good. Okay, so let's do that. We're gonna play the second line, the left-hand line of position G. We're gonna play it through 4 times, okay? All right, let's do it. Let's build this yummy, yummy cupcake. All right, starting with G position. Left hand is super duper low on that low G, right? And I'm gonna count off. Let's go ahead and play it 4 times through. All right, this is our red velvet cupcake first. 1, 2, ready, play. Red velvet cake. Now, let's see, let's put some frosting on there, some cream cheese frosting. We're just gonna and like wipe it on the top of your cupcake, okay? Cream cheese frosting, here we go. You ready? 1, 2, ready, play. Very, very delicious cream cheese frosting. Now, gotta get some sprinkles, right? All right, so let's put some sprinkles on top, okay? Let's count off. 1, 2, ready, play. Extra sprinkles. That's okay. I like it. Now, what was the last thing? Chocolate covered cherry. Oh my gosh, those are like the best cherries ever. Are you ready for this? This is the final topping, okay? Let's count off and do it together. Ready? 1, 2, ready, play. Hard line and you played it 4 times through. That's amazing. Very, very good work. You should be very proud of yourself, okay? Yes. All right, well, those were the 2 songs that we had to practice for this week for the kids, right? Nothing extra. Sounded pretty good to me. Remember, keep an eye on the group tonight. I'm going to post that extra little 1-minute video about finding G position, okay? Since I gave you kind of weird instructions today, okay? Keep an eye on that group, all right? Kiddos, you are finished. Thanks for practicing with me today. I'll see you later.